Welcome everyone. It's Elaine here from Heads Up. So today we're
Hi.
going to have a conversation about something called a Wellness Toolbox. It's a very important part of the WRAP program. And a Wellness Toolbox is basically a list of things that you can do to help yourself stay well. And it's also something you can do when you're having a bad day. It can help you to feel better. So some people might have a list written down on paper, and other people might have it just in their head. Other people might have a little box, wellness toolbox that they put together. I have created one this week out of a Kleenex tissue box. And in it, I have some things that remind me of what I like to do to help me stay well. One of the first things I have in it is a kind of a broken Fitbit watch that reminds me to get out and go for a run because I love running. It just helps me to feel on top of my game, and I really enjoy it. So the next thing I have in the box is some peppermint oil, and it just helps me to breathe better. I put it on my pillow at night, helps me to sleep, helps me to relax, and helps me to feel well, I suppose. What else I have in my wellness toolbox is, let me see, have a reminder to phone home, just written on a piece of paper, because I know that when I make a phone call to my home, my family in Galway, whether it's calling my mom or calling one of my sisters, it kind of reduces your anxiety, and just checking in and saying hello, it puts me at ease. And finally, I have the box is a little tube of green paint. This is a reminder that I started painting a canvas a few months ago, and I really enjoyed the painting, getting back into painting. So this is like a reminder that I like to paint, and if I feel up to it someday, I might take it up again. And I like the color green as well, and so did my granny. So it's kind of a reminder of her as well. So there's some examples of things I put together in a little box to, on a day that I might be feeling not so great, I can dip into it and it can give me some ideas. So ladies, what about yourselves? What kind of things do you do to stay well, and what kind of things might you do on a day where you've had a down day or not a very good day?
Well, in my toolbox, I would always have a supply of books, fiction. I just love, if I'm feeling down, I'll open a book and I just get lost completely in a story. So,
Mm.
I have a Kindle as well. So, I can always just stop reading it, feel better, and then go back into it, later on that day. But yeah, that really, makes me feel better.
Great. Thanks, Lorna. I love Kindles because they're
So
lighter to
easy.
hold as well
Yeah,
than
they are
heavier
lighter, yeah.
sometimes.
Mm.
What about you, Deirdre?
And me, well, I'm a bit like Lorna. I love the reading as well. But one of the things that I always do to help keep me well is singing. I'm part of a choir, and obviously during this particular lockdown, I'm not getting to my singing, and I miss it. And so what we've done is like this: we've set up virtual rehearsals, and so I have found. Probably that I'm singing more than I ever do. I have more time, I'm singing around the house, but also when I'm feeling maybe disconnected from the world or a little bit, struggling with my day, I'll take out my music and I'll do some singing, or I'll connect with some of my singing buddies, online, and we might have a little sectional rehearsal, and I find it really helps to boost my mood again, and make me feel better. And one of the other things that I always do is I love a shower in the morning. It's one of the things that helps to wake me up. But it usually tends to be kind of, a 5 minute, in, out, wash, gone, done. But again, on a day maybe that I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, or when things are just getting a bit too much for me, a bath. I just love taking a bath.
Yeah.
And it's not just the, you know, the time in the water, it's the running of the bath, and I might put in some nice bubble bath. I light some candles, you know, so I make it a whole ceremony. And, you know, I have to admit occasionally, Lorna, that a book might come with me into the bathroom.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah, very relaxing.
yeah, absolutely. I'm lucky I live by myself, so I don't have to contend with anybody knocking on the door saying, you know, when are you finished? So it's great. Yeah. So they're kind of two things that I tend to kind of fall back on quite a bit: taking a bath and yeah, my music.
Great. There's some brilliant self-care tips, Deirdre. I love that idea of a relaxing bath. What about you, Ciara?
Hi, Elaine. Well, for me, I suppose when there's days that I just feel I just not myself and I feel a little bit down, this room is great because there's a lot of light comes into it, and I actually painted the wall. It was like disgustingly pink, so I painted it white. And it's lovely and bright now, you know, it's just, the light just bounces off the walls. And I love coming in here, and you can see behind me, I've got my little aromatherapy diffuser. I just love smells. My favorite is a smell, it's in one of the little bottles, Mei Chang. And it's a really uplifting kind of a citrusy smell that just really puts me in a good humor, you know, just kind of, I sit with it, you know, and I just kind of remind myself, and it brings me back. But also I love to knit, and I love to sew, and I love to make things in clay and anything that I can put my hands on. But this is, for example, I'd sit and I'd knit or sew this particular thing just on a piece of,
Oh, well done.
it's an old it's a pillowcase. So
Fabulous.
yes, it's which?
It's fabulous. Do you draw that and then sew, or?
Yeah, I draw on it first, and then I'd sew it then. So
I love
it just
curly
doesn't
hair.
have to. It never has to be finished. It's just the process. I just love sitting down. I've got endless amounts of things that will never be finished, but for me, it's the process. It's sitting down with it, and then it's when I'm feeling better for me that's finished then, you know. So that's my toolbox.
Great. So that was brilliant, girls. Thanks for all the different ideas. Maybe we've given some ideas to people listening here as well. It's good to think about the things that you really enjoy and develop and build up a little toolbox for yourself, because it will help in being more resilient in today's world and help us to bounce back and deal with the difficult days. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Elaine.
Bye.